Hey guys, just wanted to do another Facebook Live video. Got a lot of positive feedback from last week's video about how to do Facebook Live. And at this point, getting your name out there is key. Doing different kinds of marketing is really, really important, say through Facebook, whether it's Facebook Live or ads, or it's a referral program. And we'll talk more about referral programs later in another episode. But you have to give anybody who's interested in working out with you or going to your gym or your martial arts school something or a path that brings them in, nurtures them along, etc. And a lot of us just kind of fall to the default of, oh, I'll just put a form up on my WordPress website and I'll just kind of bring people in that way. It'll send them an email, or it'll send me an email, I'll send them an email back, and we'll just kind of go back and forth and bring them on. And that works out great for the first little while. But after a while, it gets kind of difficult to keep track of everybody, especially if you've got multiple trainers kind of involved with the whole onboarding process. It also becomes really tricky if you start to lose people. And that can be a real pain because it's once you kind of lose them, you may not get them back. So what I mean by system is not necessarily how you do fundamentals, and that's another whole topic we can talk about as well some other time. But basically what you do with this person who's a prospect and when they become a lead, and then how you move them through the stage of the intro, coming in for a free intro, then doing fundamentals, and then getting them in and signed up as a member, and then after that retaining them, which is again another topic. So what you want to have first and foremost is a landing page. So you need something that your people can hit that tells them a little bit about your gym and what you're doing. So let's see, Brett joined. Great to see you, Brett. So what I'm going to do is just going to show you what we have for a landing page here. I'm just going to go into my office here off to the side of the gym. And I'm just going to flip over here, so you're going to get turned around. And you're going to look at, this is what we have for a landing page. Works out great. What the person lands on when they first see it is basically this right here. It says, want to find out more, want to try it out, register for fundamentals, and go from there. Now, if they click on book a free intro, they can then enter in their email address. So if I enter in, let's use one that I use fairly regularly. We'll just say live test at Gmail. Okay, so I'll just put that in there like that. I'll put in my phone number. And then Mike. And we'll just call this FB Live. That's my last name. Okay, so if I click there to book it, okay, the person who has now booked that will then be sent an email that says, hey, thanks for coming, to try out or your interest in CrossFit. We'll be in touch with you shortly. What happens here is then I've got this screen, I get a notification on my phone, and I can then just go to the screen here, and it'll tell me that I've got, here's a new intro. Any leads come in by email, I track here. Any intros come in here, and I can see that, okay, great, here's this new intro from Mike, Facebook Live. I can click on that, and I can have an email conversation back and forth with them. I got some replies saved that I use for different things that way. If I go back to that screen, I can also then, most importantly, once I've gone back and forth with them and come up with a time for them to come in with the intro, or maybe we've got one scheduled for this upcoming week, click on book it. I can then put in a date, set a date and time, so maybe it's for this Saturday, and I'll put in the time for noon when we're doing it. And I can even put in my name if I'm going to be the one running it. And then from there I can just click book it. Now the beauty of this is that that is then saved in the system. I know when they're coming in, they get an appointment reminder saying that they're coming in as well, and they will then basically be nurtured along so they don't forget. One of the key things that we get into here with I'm back, is that you're going to have it so that this person gets a reminder, they don't forget it, they get a text, they don't forget that, and then they didn't show up. And you can do this whether it's something I built. You can use it with a Google Doc. You can use basically a Google form that pushes this into a Google spreadsheet, and using other things like Zapier. You can then have that automatically send emails. So you can set that stuff all up yourself. However you choose to do it, you should do it, because it's extremely important for you as you start to build out your gym or your martial arts school, that you're keeping track of these people and that they're coming in and that they're being nurtured along the whole way, so that you make sure that you are getting them in the door, and from there they can see, it's up to you then to give them a great product, a great experience, so they keep coming back, to you. So anyway, that's just a quick one for today about systems. We'll do more on that, a little more in depth in the coming weeks, and let me know what you think. Thanks, and have a great day. Bye now.